Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife-related video for you today. Today we're going to be talking mostly about this new Wiha tool set. It is called the item 75973 PicoFinish MicroBit set. You're going to find it mostly. It's easiest to find by that number 75973. Have it in front of me and I still can't read it right. I mostly use Wiha tools here. You guys know that. I love Wiha stuff. They do send me stuff. They sent me this item provided by manufacturer, all those disclaimers. But I use them for giveaways and stuff. You guys like them too. They make some of the best bits, Torx bits that you can buy. And I saw this set on their Instagram, and I said, hey, can I check that out? So they sent it to me. About 65 bucks, 23-piece set. We're going to go through what all those pieces are. And then we're going to disassemble and maintain my zero tolerance 0562 TI. I cannot remember when or if I've ever taken this apart, and I do carry it a whole lot, so I figured it's probably time to do that. So we're going to do the review live here. I'm going to, well, live, I mean, I'm going to put it up later, but we're doing it live. I'm going to take everything apart and put it back together and use this tool set more. But let's put this aside for right now. Sorry, 0562 TI, you'll be back in just a second. You're getting a whole lot of stuff here. You're getting, of course, the driver, which is kind of cool. It's got a little spinny thing on the back. I like that, and it feels pretty darn good, actually. It's pretty smooth. There might be bearings in there. I can't really tell. It's spinning on. It's definitely not spinning plastic on plastic. You can't take it apart, so I can't really verify that. But pretty lightweight. You are getting an extension, which I'll probably almost never use. And another thing I'll probably never use is it comes with this micro driver to 1/4-inch socket conversion thing. Yeah, I wish it came with the microBit to 1/4-inch bit conversion instead of the socket driver. That would be a lot handier, I think, but it came with that. And you are getting a whole lot of screwdriver bits. I'm just going to read these off the site because I will admit I'm never going to remember them, and I'm not even going to try to point at each one because I will get that wrong. You have 5 slotted bits, a 0.8, a 1.2, a 1.5, a 1.8, a 2.0, a 2.5, a 3.0, a 3.5, and a 4mm. And then you also get Phillips bits in number 000, number 00, number 0, number 1, and number 2. So I may use these sometimes for, I have to wear sunglasses all the time. It's my lot in life. So I will probably use those for glasses maintenance and stuff. I have some other sets for that, but they suck. So now I have a nice one. And in the Torx bits, which is what we're here for, you get 1 all the way up to 10, which that's pretty cool. That's what you're going to use. And especially with a MicroBit, if you're using larger than a 10, you probably should be using the 1/4-inch bits anyway. So that's pretty cool. But let me bring out all of my other knife maintenance stuff. We're going to put this big box aside. By the way, this whole kit is about 65 bucks on their website. I always forget to mention that. You guys are going to say, you didn't mention the price till 3.5 minutes in. I apologize. Yeah, it's 65 bucks on their website. I saw it as low as 55 on other websites. So 55 to 65 bucks. I don't think it's too bad. You're getting a whole lot of bits. You might not need all of them. You might be able to price something out for yourself that's cheaper just by buying onesie-twosie parts. But this is a really nice case. It is a bit hefty. I would not like buy this and thinking you're going to throw it in a pack or something like that. It weighs a little bit for sure. But it feels like it's pretty good quality. But we're only going to keep this stuff out for now. And bring the knife out and bring out my little rubber pad here so I don't lose any screws. If you guys want to see more about my knife maintenance stuff, I need to update it, but I did do a video quite a while ago, probably a long time ago, honestly, but where I got this pad from, it's off of Amazon, and it's just nice. It's got these little organizational things, and it's rubber, so if you drop a screw, it doesn't go flying. And got my KPL, and got my gross rag to clean stuff off with, and I have some rubbing alcohol over there. Let's get this thing apart, man. This is blade's a bit dirty too. We'll be cleaning that up. But I think almost everything on this is TA, if memory serves. I don't know if I'm going to need 2. I can't remember if it's free spinning. Again, I can't. It's been so long. I do wish this was labeled. That would be nice. But I know it's up to T10, so T10, T9, T8. It's pretty hard to figure, or not too hard to figure out which one that is. Ooh, man, that magnet's strong. I like that. And again, it spins really nice. This is a pretty nice driver. If you want something with torque, they make like that short, fatty one. I'm going to need 2. This is absolutely, definitely free spinning. So I have my rack of, I was expecting that. So I have my rack of my other, yeah, it's not Loctited though. I'll be able to tell if I mess with this. I did not, because there's not blue Loctite on it. So I have not taken this apart before. That's surprising. I've had this for quite a while. I like to put my little pivot screws up here in the round area, because round is for pivot. The anal retentive chef. And there we go. Yeah, everything's coming right off pretty easy, so that's good. We're just going to put all these in that center thing there. So funny, if you look around my office, it is a disaster area, but I get so anal retentive about other things. Some of the things in my life have to be exact. Others I don't care about. Clutter in my office, I let go. My car's a mess. But I have to have all my screws in the right place. I hate disassembly videos just because I have to ramble like an idiot while I'm doing these, but you guys seem to like them. So is this the same screw? Yeah, it's the same screw for the clip area. So we're just going to leave that. And comes right apart. Now I did take this apart because that is, yep, I definitely did, because that is nano grease. Yep, I can tell by the smell. I have taken this apart before, but it needs it. It hasn't been taken apart in a long time, and it could stand to be clean. And we're going to try putting some KPL on it. So, and actually, we're also going to, do I have it handy? Yep. I'm going to use some of this new KPL heavy and put on the detent ball, because that's what it's made for. So we'll do that too while we have it apart. These big bearings, I know why I put the nano grease on it, because a lot of times big bearings really like grease, but we're going to go oil this time and see. Action on it wasn't bad at all. There's nothing wrong with it, but just when you haven't done it in a while. Set all the parts that I want to clean on there. And as you can see, it's very sticky. Come out, you pivot. Why won't you go out from your home? There it goes. Sometimes it's best to talk to your knives while you're working on them. They enjoy it. They want to know they're loved. We're going to clean that off too, because we're going to... God, excuse me, I'm so sorry. We're going to put some Loctite on those. And here we go with that. Now, where is... there it is. Let's say, as I say that Loctite, I'm like, I don't know if I know where it is. It's right there in front of me. Just using regular old 91% alcohol. It was also my grandfather's blood composition. He was a good guy, though. I'm just saying. He did drink a bit, but he was a great dude. All right, clean off that. Nice and blue again. No more red goop on there. I really do like the nano oil for big bearings, or the nano grease, I'm sorry, for big bearings. I like nano oil too, but I've been using this KPL stuff a lot, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, there's some grease eked out. It's even on that. Make sure we get that all nice and clean, because I want to put some Loctite on it. I learned my lesson with the Loctite thing. Just last night I tore my... If you guys watched the videos and saw that my Spyderco Caparo was way off center, I realized it's because I didn't have any Loctite on it, and the screw was coming loose, and I Loctited it, and switch the bushing side to side because I thought that was it. I don't think that was it. I think it was just that I had not put Loctite on it, because every time I took it apart and put it back together, it was centered, and then within minutes it was gone, and I wasn't putting enough Loctite on it. Put some on it, but it wasn't enough, so I remedied that situation, and now I've been flipping the thing like crazy, and it's as centered as can be. It's actually in my pocket right now. Just making a long video even longer, but yeah, now it's nice and centered up, so cool. Don't have to send it back to Spyderco like I was planning on. Clean off all this stuff, get all that grease out of there. It does, the nano grease, some people say they don't want to use it because grease is so hard to get out of stuff, but it really isn't. It comes right out, as you can see. It's just, it wipes right off. It's not a big deal at all. Look at the milling on this thing. No wonder it's lighter than the carbon fiber one. Alrighty, now, remembering which side this pivot went into, it went in this way. Yes, I'm certain of it. I'll put that in there. Get out ye old KPL. I'm really sorry about my throat. I think I have an allergy thing or something the last few days. And these bearings are pretty uniform, but I would still try and feel like what's the smoothest side. Don't know why ZT has some kind of hatred for using ceramic bearings. I don't know if it's their policy or whatever, but they never ever seem to want to. So I can't remember getting a ZT with ceramic bearings. I could be completely, totally wrong, and I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments, but I do not recall it. You know, we're going to pick this right back up again because I have to do what I told you I'm going to do with the KPL Heavy and the detent ball. So yeah, this KPL Heavy is kind of meant, it's a much thicker oil. I probably could have tried it on the bearings on this. Actually, it might have worked, but we're just going to put some on the detent ball there. It does seem to help a lot. I've used it on a few knives that weren't completely drop shutty, and once you put a little of that on the detent ball or in the detent hole in the blade, either or, pick your own adventure, it did make it much better. Now I will Shabazz style over lube everything because I have the same affliction that he does when it comes to that. And I probably could clean off more of it, but yeah, we're just gonna wipe this down just a little bit. Something sticky on there. I'm not super crazy about doing lots of little internal maintenance things like that are just aesthetic. They're knives, they're tools, they're meant to be used. Especially this sucker gets used a whole lot, which is why I chose it for this video, because again, I couldn't remember the last time I took it apart, but I can definitely remember the last many times I've carried it. So I thought it was probably a good idea to give it a look-see. Now the Loctite, I use this Loctite stick. I like it in the stick form better. It's just easier to do. This one's getting pretty messy. And when it gets messy like that, all I do is turn it up a little bit, and sometimes I'll just hack that top off. It's not necessary to do, but just to get a little nicer, more even surface to work with when you're putting it on there. I don't want to put that much on there. That's about right. You don't need a ton of it. That's probably even actually a bit too much, but it's what we're going to do. Yep, get a line up there. Well, we're just going to use this. We're going to use the Wiha bit driver that we are reviewing. There we go. Much easier than your fingers. That's what's funny about free spinning pivots, is a lot of times you need two to get it apart, but you don't need two to put it back together. Especially when you Loctite stuff properly. That's probably going to wind up being a bit too tight, but let's see. Now, I don't bother Loctiting body screws. I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I've never had a body screw come loose on me. And it's just more effort the next time I take it apart, so I don't bother with it. If you want to be that guy and bother with it, then good for you. That is the clip screw. Remember earlier when I said they were the same? I was incorrect. They are most certainly not the same. I'm so confused. I've gone British. All right. A little cinch down. And again, I don't have to go too crazy with the tension either. I guess we're only going to be reviewing the T8. I guess that's all that's on here. Oh, there might be a T6 somewhere, but nope. All right, and we are back together. See how we are. Definitely smooth. I could probably stand to tighten that up just a skosh and a quarter. Now we are going to use 2. Again, remember how I just said that thing that was wrong? Yeah, it's about as tight as it's going to get. And here we go again. Yep. Just as smooth as ever. I love the sound the 0562TI makes, in case I have not mentioned that 1,000 times on this channel, but now it's nice and clean and ready for another, what, 6 or 8 months of carrying around. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and this is actually, I'm pretty impressed with this this little toolkit. It's pretty nice. It's not inexpensive by any means, but I don't think it's too bad for what you're getting. And you get a whole lot of bits, and for us knife guys, especially the 1 through 10 is what you're going to care about the most. Replacement bits are super cheap. The only problem with the MicroBit, because I use another MicroBit driver, I use the iFixit driver, and I use some Wiha stuff, and I have another Wiha driver, MicroBit one too, but that I don't think they make anymore actually. But you gotta, these are a bit harder to find. You're gonna have to search around on like the interwebs to get them in these 4mm MicroBit sizes, but I like them. Again, if you want more torque, you're going to want one of the shorter, stubbier ones, but it does spin really good, I do have to say. Pretty impressed with that. And I like the case. I like the way you carry it around. I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely going to be a regular user in my my knife kit. And again, it is the item 75973 PicoFinish MicroBit set. I don't know what PicoFinish means, but I assume it just means this blackish grayish finish that's on there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.